Just a typical afternoon here in Vancouver with some seaplanes coming in. They've been sort of ferrying people out and about. There's a couple others heading off. And this is one of the many spectacular views you get from the Vancouver Convention Center, which is a large part of Vernon's business, servicing these conventions that come into Vancouver for all sorts of events. There's one just landing here. Not that everyone who comes to the convention comes in by float plane, but what a cool way to do it if you could. Jason, here we are at the setup for the Liberal Convention. Yeah, and what's going on? You have to speak up, I think.
30 computers being set up, one printer per computer. Luckily, all the registration desk is already set up and the carpet's already been laying down, which is nice because now we can go to work. And we've got Brains too. We're dropping computers at each desk. Right,
so one of our partners, Brains 2, is assisting for this larger install, plus our own technicians. And this is one part of, what's the total number of attendees that are going to be hitting this show? They estimate something around the neighborhood of 3,000 people, I believe?
Yeah, I think it's 3,000 plus.
Right, and this is the registration, and we'll also be doing what for the
We're going
Liberals?
to be doing their staff office, the media filing room, delegation office, the leaders room, who's getting a special fancy Eurocom all-in-one computer because he's the leader, which is going to be in the Pan Pacific.
Right on.
Convention Center.
I'm just going to pan down the zone here, and we'll see our guys doing the setup. And this is very early in the morning on the Wednesday. The convention itself starts when, Jason?
It starts, I believe, tomorrow.
Tomorrow it starts, so we'll have another shot of this and see what's happened from now till tomorrow.
And then the two monitors, I guess, just system. Okay.
So Brad, you're getting all set up for this Liberal Convention. Everything going okay so far?
So far, pretty smooth, yeah.
Yeah, and you were working on the weekend as well?
Yeah, came in, delivered actually what we're just moving down here upstairs for their pre-training, and now it's the big move down here for the live show.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it all come together. A little later the same day, the registration area for the Liberal Convention in Vancouver, and just doing a little wide glance showing everything, and then we'll go a little closer. Jason, end of the day, in his suit, wheeling some borrowed goods, helping out right to the very end. What a team player. Okay, we're back at the Convention Center, and brand new Convention Center here in Vancouver, and Jason, at the end of the day, is going to give a little summary of what the Vernon team has done for the Liberal Convention.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jason. Happy to be here. We've set about 90% of the equipment up here in the Convention Center. Behind me is the registration desk, which consists of about 33 computers and 33 printers. What kind of
Technology were we using here?
Basic entry-level desktops with LaserJet 4000 series printers. Has to have straight-through feed for the badge printing. And outside of that, we've got a couple of servers and photocopiers. And that's primary equipment that's in this ballroom right now.
And they're looking to process something in the neighborhood of 2,000 to 3,000 people here tomorrow?
Yeah, and they'll want to do it quickly. That's why there's that many printers and computers set up. The guys are going to be, it's now 20 after 5. They've set up most of everything that they could set up today. Tomorrow they'll be coming back down, adding some more computers because there's been a number of additions and changes all day. And they'll be setting up a 10 or 12 laptops for an internet cafe.
So our technical team has been working Sunday on some original setups, and then all day today, and they're also available pretty much 7/24 during this kind of event.
Yeah, 7 a.m. they started.
Right on.
So what's up?
The brand new convention center looking out to the old convention center, which is under renovation, and you see the Pan Pacific Hotel and some of the other beautiful sites, and then we are back over here into the new convention center, and there we have Jason, and we're going to look at a location where tomorrow we'll put more computers in for the Liberal Convention. What's going to happen there tomorrow, Jason?
Tomorrow the Liberal, well, Brad and Matthew will be down here tomorrow morning at 7, 8 o'clock, and we'll be setting up a lounge, which will be probably sofa chairs, and they're all going to be using a dozen notebooks.
Any particular chipset on those notebooks and brand?
They're all Lenovo T61s.
Sitting here with Jason Legoff, having a few questions or discussing a few things in regards to the brand new Vancouver Convention Center. We're upstairs in this lovely facility. End of the day after setting up for the Liberal Convention. Tell us a little bit about what we installed today here at this beautiful facility, Jason.
We have a number of computers for registration and outside offices. We have printer and networking equipment for the media to use as well. And we have actually copiers as well for other office setups.
We're looking at about 2,000 to 3,000 people coming through. How many computers was Vernon able to put in?
In total, we're looking at approximately 45 to 50 computers. And in total in printers, actually, we put just 44.
Great, and we did a complete service on that, installation, setup, and networking, am I correct?
That's right.
And in addition to what we've done today, we anticipate a lot of additional work in this facility. What kind of events will now be held, do you believe, at this beautiful new Vancouver Convention Center?
With this new expansion, we'll be looking at larger events, more world congresses, and trade shows that will bring us on a higher level. Currently, or in the past, Vancouver's Trade Show Convention Center was competing with smaller cities, Winnipeg's, Regina. Now we'll be at a larger volume where we could compete with cities such as San Diego. So if a World Congress is looking for a city to go to for a destination, say in 2012, Vancouver will now be on the map as a destination to come to. Where in the past, with limited space, it would have been passed.
In addition to your work with Vernon as manager of the Vernon location for Western Canada, you're also a member of MPI, and is that where you get some of your knowledge about the trade show business?
Yes, I actually received a lot of information on how trade shows and the event business works, and above all, I have a lot of contacts and friendships actually that have grown from that association. And I'm a firm believer it's not what you know always, but also who you know.
Great, networking is always helpful in business, that's for sure. In addition to the Liberal Convention, which is really upon us now, you mentioned that this facility will also host NBC for the 2010 Olympics. Are you doing any work with NBC in the Olympic period?
Well, actually, it's a funny question that you asked that. We actually are the vendor for the NBC for computer and some office equipment as well.
Wonderful.